My name's Philip Brigham. This is Major Speak 4. There's my audience, my wife and my kids. Training is a major important of the job as an airport firefighter. Don't you want to have the upper hand with the knowledge needed to combat an incident with such magnitude? That was said by Mr. Cobb in Fire Engineering Magazine, talking in his article on Crash Course for Airport Firefighter. Training involves many requirements. These requirements include the state requirements, which the state requires per Georgia Standards and Training, 24 hours of continuing recurrent training of professional development for any firefighter in the state of Georgia. This is structural firefighters or airport firefighters. The Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, requires 12 recurrent training on 12 topics. These topics include aircraft familiarization, airport familiarization, the different types of fires involving aircrafts. All these are recurrent training from the basic airport firefighter class. The purpose in all this training, the recurrent training from the state and the FAA, is to maintain a level of confidence of employees and of firefighters personnel to maintain a high degree of professional service. Our training is guided by the federal FAA Part 139 AC 150/5210-17C is the latest, and it came out in June 2016. And this provides the guidance to what the FAA requires as far as the training topics. It is important that every personnel does the required training within the 12 months. This allows firefighters to be ready when they need to do their duties, be familiar with their jobs and what their jobs encompass. It also allows them to be familiar with what's going to be expected out of them and how to combat these situations and how to mitigate the incident for the best possible outcome. And it also deals with, how to deal with the after effects once the fire is out, how to deal with the scene preservation and what the FAA and local law enforcement and everybody else is going to want. Along with the ARF requirements for firefighting, there's the structural training. Structural training is very important. Not only is it important for our airport firefighter to be familiar with structural training, because that is the main basis of most of our firefighting. The firefighting skills that are in ARF are transferred over from structural to ARF. And so it's important that you take the time to learn them skills and be proficient at them, because these are the skills that you're going to need if you're ever on an incident. It's important, and it's also important because for airport firefighters not to forget their structural training, because airport firefighters are responsible for responding to all the structures on the airport. This means they have to be able to be knowledgeable to handle the incidents for a structural fire, not just aircraft fires. And so they need to be prepared and well trained in the structural aspect of firefighting and be familiar with it. Airport ARF training and structural training are very important, and it is very important for all personnel to do their best to actually take advantage of the training, learn it, and be proficient at performing the job. These skills are what could be the difference in life and death in some situations, and that is the main reason it's important. In conclusion, being properly trained allows for muscle memory to take over in stressful situations. That's why it's important to train.